morning, students. So students, today we will learn how we can subtract 3-digit number with the regrouping of 100. Okay, so suppose we need to subtract 445 and 256. Okay, so first of all we'll write it vertically. So 445, 256. Okay, now we'll start doing our subtraction. So we'll start from the ones place. So see, in ones place 5 is there and below 5 6 is there. So 5 lines are there and we have to cut 6 lines. So is it possible to cut 6 lines from 5? No, right? So what it will do, it will borrow one number from the tens place, right? So this tens place, it will reduce by 1 and it will become 3. Now that number, when it reaches to ones place, it will become what? 10. Okay, so 10 plus 5, it will become now 15, right? So see, in ones place now 15 is there. So just imagine 15 lines and now we have to cut 6 lines. So what will be our answer? Nine, right? Okay, now see, in tens place 3 is there and below 3 5 is there. So here also we can't subtract these two number, right? So what it will do, the tens value will borrow 1 from the 100 place value. Now this 100 place value, it will reduce by 1 and it will become 3. Now that number, when it reaches to tens place, it will become 10. Now 3 is already there. So if I add 10 more, it will become how much? 13, right? Okay, now just imagine 13 lines and now just cut 5 of them. Your answer will be what? 8, right? Okay, now see, in 100 place 3 is there. So just imagine 3 lines and now just cut 2 of them. How many lines will be left behind? 1. So our answer will be what? 189. Okay, so like this only we have to subtract any 3-digit number with the regrouping of 100. Okay, so before subtracting any number, okay, you should know that 1 10 is equal to 10 ones. So whenever you borrow 1 from the tens place, it will become 10 for the ones place. Okay, you got it? Now the next one is what? 100 it will become 10 tens. So whenever you borrow 1 from the 100, it will become 10 for the value that is in tens place. Okay, so suppose we need to subtract another number like 526 and 238. So we need to subtract these two numbers. So we'll apply the rule of regrouping. So now see the ones place values 6 and 8 is there, so we can't subtract 6 and 8, right? From 6 line we can't cut 8 lines. Yes, so it will borrow 1 from the tens place. So this ones, it will borrow 1 from the tens place. Now this tens place, whenever it give 1, it will reduce by 1, and this 2 will become now 1. Now that 1, when it reach to 1's place, it will become 10 more. That means 10 plus 6 we have to 2. So it will become how much? 16. So we can write 16 here. Okay. Now 16 minus 8. 16 lines are there, and now just subtract 8 lines. 8 will be there. Now see in tens place 1 and 3 is there. So if one line is there, we can't subtract 3 lines. We can't cut 3 lines, right? So again it will borrow. Now it will borrow 1 from the 100. Now whenever 1 is given by the 100, it will change to 10 tens when it reaches to tens value. So now this 5, it will become 4, and that 1 now it will add to the value that is in tens place. So 10 plus 1, it will become 11. Okay. Now 11 minus 3, 11 lines are there, and you just cut 3 lines. How many lines will be left behind? 8 lines, right? Now see, in 100 place 4 is there, so 4 minus 2, it will be how much? 4 lines are there. Now just cut 2 lines, you will get 2 lines. So like this only we have to do subtraction of any 3-digit number. Okay. Okay, so now we'll do some questions that are given in your book. Now open page number 207, see exercise 8 that is given. So see, the first one, we need to subtract 752 and 260. So see, in ones place 2 minus 0. If 2 lines are there, and if we cut 0 lines, we'll get what? 2, right? Okay, I will write it again. So we'll get 2. Okay. Now see, in tens place 5 is there, and we have to cut 6 lines. So is it possible? No. So what it will do? It will borrow 1 from the 100 place value. Now this 100 place value, it will reduce by 1, and it will become 6. And this tens place value, it will get 10 more. Now this 5, it will become 15, right? Now just imagine 15 lines, and now just cut 6 of them. How many lines will be left behind? 9, right? Okay, now see, in 100 place 6 is there, so just imagine 6 lines, and now just cut 2 of them. How many lines will be left behind? 4. So your answer will be what? 492. Okay. Okay, now let's see the next one. So see, in ones place 7 is there, we need to cut 2 lines. Okay, so 7 lines are there, and we have to cut 2 lines. Now how many lines will be left behind? 5, right? Now see, in tens place 3 is there, and we have to cut 3 lines. So sorry, 5 lines. So it is not possible, right? So it will borrow 1 from the 100 place. This 100 place value, it will reduce by 1, and it will become 4. And now this 3, it will become 13. Now 13 minus 5, it will be how much? 8, right? 8. Now 4 minus 3, it will be how much? 1. So your answer will be what? 185. So like this only you have to do the rest of the questions C, D, E, F, G and H in your classwork copy. Is it clear? Okay. Okay, now see I part. A flower seller had 756 flowers. 359 flowers are white. How many flowers are colored? That one we need to find it. So this much of total flowers are there and this much of white flowers are there. Now we have to find out the colored flower. So we'll subtract these two numbers. So total is what? 756. And the number of white flowers are what? 359. So we need to subtract these two numbers. So see, in ones place 6 is there. We can't subtract 6 and 9, right? So it will borrow 1 from the tens place. Now this tens place, it will become 4, and this 6, now it will become 16. Now 9 minus 16, it will be how much? 7. Right? Now see, in tens place 4 and 5 is there. So if 4 lines are there, then we can't cut 5 lines, right? So again it will borrow 1 from the 100 place. Now this 7, it will become 6, and this 4, it will become now 14, because 10 will add it to that value that is in tens place. Now 5, we need to subtract 14 and 5. So what will be the answer? Yes, just imagine 14 lines and just cut 5 of them. 9. Right? Okay, now see, in 100 place 6 and 3 is there. So just imagine 6 lines and now just cut 3 of them. What will be your answer? Yes, it will be 3. So total how many flowers are colored? 397 flowers. See J part. There were 635 passengers in a train. 357 got down in a station. Now we have to find how many passengers are left in the train. So total 635 passengers are there, out of which 357 passengers got down in the station. We have to find the total, we have to find the leftover passengers that are in the train. So see, in ones place 5 and 7 is there, so we can subtract these two numbers. So it will borrow 1 from the tens place. Now this tens place, it will reduce by 2, and this ones place, it will become 15. Now this 15 minus 7, it will be how much? 8. Now see, in tens place, we can't subtract 2 and 5, right? So it will borrow 1 and it will become 5. Now this value that is in tens place, it will become 12. Now 12 minus 5, it will be how much? 7. Right? Okay. Now see, in 100 place 5 minus 3 is there. So just imagine 5 lines and now just cut 3 of them. How many lines will be left behind? 2. So your answer will be what? 278. So the number of passengers that are left in the train, 278 passengers. Okay. So I and J part also, you have to do these two in your classwork copy. Okay. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope that you have understood about the regrouping of 100 place value, right, while subtracting.